Hello, this is Carolyn at Carolyn's Paper Therapy. I just want to do a brief video this afternoon to show you some little mini journals that I've made to go on my shabby pink Christmas tree that I have am putting together in my studio. And the items on that tree will also be pulled off when I need them to go in a journal. These are just little journals that are made out of coin envelopes. And I'm going to open each of these and show them to you, and then I'll show you just how the coin envelope is used. Most of these, two of these were made from the Jingle Christmas digital kit from Shabby Art Boutique, and then this one has some things in it that I just had on my table and in my stash. This cute little guy here is Santa Claus with lace behind him and some pink paper, and the flap of the envelope flaps over to make a closure. I need to get my, okay, all right. I need to get my twine so I can show you on this other one. This just unties. It's stapled here on the side so that the tie stays on there. And this is just a little journal that can be tucked down in a pocket or glued on one of your journal pages or used as an ornament like I am using it for the time being. This is the flap of the envelope, and the actual envelope itself is folded in half with some papers added inside. I have made a pocket in the front with a little candy ephemera in the pocket, and also this makes a pocket on the back, and I just cut a little piece of cardstock, decorative cardstock, and put in that pocket. This is a little pocket too. I didn't end up putting anything in it yet. This could actually be used as a little miniature journal. Oh, I put a bow in the middle too. Cute. I used some music paper and some papers from the kit that I printed on regular paper. You could go through here and decorate all these pages just like a big journal if you want to take the time to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to leave it for writing or anything. The actual decoration is done on the front cover of the journal. So this just ties closed. I guess I'll go ahead and tie it back. It's a little bit fiddly. Not sure if I have the patience to do it or not. Let's see. Okay. So there's that one, and I'm just going to clip that with one of my little white paper clothespins that I got for my tree. I'll show you those. These just come in a package of 100, and I ordered them from Amazon, and I'll just clip this right on the branch like that. That way it can be taken off and used in a journal if I want to use it. This one was made out of just some things that I had on my table. I have used music. Let's see, I did the closure different on this one, I think. Let me see what I did. I put a hole in the flap and then wrapped the thread around. I don't like that as well as the other way, but that's what I did on the first one I made. This has just got ripped music behind it and an oval Santa, and I punched out a bunch of little pink hearts that I'll be using on these too. These, when I put the pages in, I glued one down on the inside front and back cover, and I did not leave the pocket in the back. So this one just closes a little differently, and it ties. This one, I used some of the small ephemera items from the Jingle Christmas digital kit, and the closure is stapled on this side, and I'll show you how I do that in a minute. Just untie it to open it. I use the word twinkle on the flap, and I've used some of my stickles. I really like the stickles on the Christmas things. See if I can show you that better. I put a dot in the center of the bows and the flowers and on the corners of this little word, twinkle. And this just opens up like a little book. I put a pocket inside and made a little tag out of one of the small ephemera items. Before I didn't fussy cut it out, I just made a tag out of it. In the back, I made a side pocket, and I did the same thing. I just made a journal card out of one of the little poinsettias. And then I have the pocket in the back, and I used one of the little candy cutouts to make a pull, to pull that out. I used some of the paper from the kit as a background here, and then the swag of poinsettias and ribbons, and I cut a little bit off the ends of it. Okay, I ordered these little coin envelopes, and they come in two sizes. There's a size that's a little bit larger if you want something larger, but this measures 2 1/4 inches by 3 1/4 plus the flap. So I took my round hole punch, circle hole punch, and punched this little notch in here for our pocket, and I inked around everything, and this will just be folded in half up to almost up to where the flap comes over. You want to come back in just a little bit. So that makes your little book. And then I cut 3 pieces of our decorative paper. 2 from the kit, and 1 was just a lined little notebook that I had. And I cut these pieces of paper just slightly smaller in height and width than this coin envelope. So what I'll do is fold these in half. Now these can be ripped, they can be dyed paper, they can be any kind of paper that you want to use. I just chose to use what I had handy here. So these will fit right in here like that. And what I did was go ahead and cut probably about 15-inch piece of the jute. And what we're going to do is make sure that the papers inside are like we want them, and turn this over and put our jute kind of in the middle there. And make sure everything is lined up, and then staple. And it's been hard for me to get the staple right on the fold, but we'll try again. We'll try here. Okay, that's perfect. So you staple that on there, and then you're ready to decorate your little booklet. And when you're all done, you can tie it closed. Now you could use ribbon or any kind of floss or anything you want to tie it closed. I'm just using the jute because it's small. So this one is ready to decorate, and I'm not going to decorate one for you on camera because I showed you the ones that I had done, and it's very simple little project. You could even take these and punch a hole with an eyelet and dangle these from the front of a journal, or make an ornament out of them just by dangling, and not put your pages inside. So here's our 3 little miniature journals, and I'm going to clip them on my tree. I'm going to post a few pictures of my little tree over here when I post this video, so you'll be able to see. It's not anything great, it's just pretty, and it's in my studio, and it makes me happy, and I think we all ought to have things around us that make us happy. While I have you here, on the video just prior to this one, I did the origami Christmas trees, and I've done 3 more that I'll go ahead and share with you now before I clip them on the tree. I did the 3 sizes again. I did these in pink. The other ones I did were in green, and I've used the stickles on this quite a bit. I put on the larger tree, I put the long, skinny To From Santa on the front, and I decorated his jingle bell and stripes on his hat and his nose, made them sparkle with the stickles. And I also put stickles ornaments, dots on the tree. I cut a piece of our green paper and fit it on the base, and then I added this pretty trim on the base of the tree. So this is ready to clip on our tree or glue in a journal. You could even, if you wanted to glue this in a journal, you could even glue down this and have a pocket here on the side. It has a lot of possibilities. This would make great tags for gifts that you give. This one here, I used the pink paper again and put the bigger bow on the top. I used my stickles in the center of the bow and as garland on the tree. I covered the base of the tree in a green paper and applied our little fussy cut reindeer, and I put the stickles on his jingle bell that's tied on the bow on his neck. The third one is the smallest one. I put the big bow at the top with the stickles in the middle and as garland on the tree. And then I covered the base in green. And I used one of the smallest little Santa faces. And I put a tiny bit of stickles on the jingle bell on his hat. I just think these things are so sweet, and the kit just has the most precious little little reindeer and Santas in it that are going to be so pretty for our pink Christmas tree. So once again, here's our little books. You can get very creative with these. You can use just scraps that are on your desk, scraps of lace. This has some lace on it, fabric, anything you want to on these sweet little journals that can go on your tree as an ornament or inside your larger journal. So these little books, again, they weren't my idea. I watched a video called Mini Coin Envelope Journal by Camellia Crafts, and if you haven't watched her videos, you will really get a kick out of them. I'm going to put the link to her video that shows her making these. She does them just like I did, but has some different ideas too, I'm sure. So you can click on over there and see what she does too. And so that's it for today, and I hope you've enjoyed this video, and we'll get busy and make some cute little journals and trees for your Christmas tree, or to decorate your packages or inside your journals. So I appreciate you watching, and I hope you have a good afternoon, and I'll see you soon.